Good morning everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel Leaf Classes. I am Anjali. Today again I am here with one more video of user defined functions, and today we will be doing non-parameterized functions. In the first video I told you we have two types of functions user defined: parameterized and non-parameterized. In parameterized also we have with return type, without return type, and we have covered that in the previous videos. And today we will be doing non-parameterized functions with return type and without return type. Return type, if it is not there, that means the void keyword is used. That in previous video also we have done. Today just a reminder that void before a function name indicates that this function will not return any value. And non-parameterized means this will not accept any parameter, any argument. So again here we have with return and without return for non-parameterized. So let's start. We begin with the question: to use a function prime to input and check whether the entered number is a prime number or not. Children, please go through the question once, twice, read it properly. Then only you can make out whether it is with argument, without argument, with return type or without return type. Let me explain you here. Prime is the function name. Now read what is written here. To input and check. That means input is also in the function, checking is also in the function, and it is checking whether the number is prime number or not. That means the output is also displayed within the function. So this function is not receiving any value, it is not returning any value. So here it is non-parameterized and without any return type. So let's start. Here I have used java.util because I will be using scanner class for entering the value. First we begin writing the function. Function, I told you we can write main function first or the user defined function, any order we can follow. So here this function is prime function and it is not accepting any value. So here only opening and closing bracket will be there. It is not returning also because input also is here, checking also is here. So here it will be void. Void prime. This will be your function header, right, or function prototype. Now in this, the input is also done here only. So we will be using the scanner object in the function, in this function. Wherever, in whichever function you have to input the value, you will be creating the scanner object in that function. So I will write the statement scanner space sc equals to new scanner system.in. We have created the object of scanner class. Give the statement to input the number system.out.println, enter number, and I will input the number in one variable n equals to sc.nextInt. By now I suppose everybody knows how to check for the prime number. If the number of factors of a given number are only 2, 1 and itself, then that number is a prime number, otherwise it is not a prime number. You can go to the prime number video and check the logic and the statements in detail, right? So here we have to take the loop for int I equals to 1, I less than equals to n, I plus plus, and here you will check if n mod I is equals to 0, C plus plus, and here I can take int C equals to 0. After completion of this loop, you will check if the number of factors we have stored in C, if C is equals to 2, print system dot out dot println prime number, else print not prime, and we will close the function here only. So in this function what we have done, we have entered, we have checked, and we have displayed, and the return type is void because it is not returning any value, so there is no return statement also. So after completion of this function, I will write public static void main, and first thing what we have to do, we have to create the object of this class where this function is present. So here I will be creating the object. How you will create? Class name space object name equals to new class name. This is how we do, and here very simple, just calling the function, nothing else is there. OB is the object name. We always call the function using the object name when the function is non-static, right? So OB dot prime, and that's it. Closing your main and closing the class. Once again I will just revise this here only. Now till now what you are doing, you are writing the program only in main. Now we will divide that program into main and one more function which is given in the question. Always keep in mind, if the function name is written, the same function name you have to use. Like here P is written capital, so I have used P here capital. In calling also I have used P capital because Java is case sensitive language, right? So here what you will be doing, you are writing the function definition according to the question what is there. Since by reading the question we can make out that input and checking and printing is within the function. So it is not taking any argument, it is not returning any value. So void, please take care of this. Void before a function name indicates that this function will not return any value. This question comes in exams also. Write the significance of void, why void is used. So here it is, you will input, you will do checking, and you will display the result also according to the checking. And main function we have just used to create the object of this class and called the function. Okay, I hope it is clear. When we will be doing more practice questions in the coming videos, then it will be more clear to you. But my advice is to read the question twice, thrice, and make out that whether it is taking the argument or not, whether it is returning the value or not. So let's start with the next question. This question also I have taken of prime number. Let us read the question. Program to use a function prime to input and check whether the entered number is prime or not. Here prime function is there. It is only entering in this function, only input is there and checking is there. If the number is prime, the function returns 1, else it returns 0. That means it is non-parameterized, but it is returning a value, either 1 or 0, right? So here the input will be in prime function, checking will be in prime, it will go with a return value, and output will be displayed in main function. If it will be 1, then there will print it is a prime, else it is not a prime. So let's move. The same concept, same program, but it is returning 1 or 0. 1 or 0 data type is int. So here we are taking int, we are not writing void here, right? So after this we are using scanner object because I have to input the value in this function. C equals to 0, a counter I have taken as 0 to count the number of factors. Enter the number, take the loop and check how many factors are there of number n. Now here what we will do, if C is equals to 2, then we will return 1, else we will return 0 and we will close the function. Now here, if C is equals to 2, that means the number is prime. So in that case it is returning 1, otherwise it is returning 0 in all remaining cases. So here we write the main function, public static void main. You can write public static void main. Now here what we have to do, the first step is to create the object for this particular class, that is PR space OB equals to new PR, right? And after this we will be calling the function, and since the function is returning a value, which type of value? int value. So we will be using one int variable to store that value. So here we will write int a, suppose I have taken the variable equals to ob dot prime. Prime is the function name, and when the program will be executed, the control will be shifted here. Here the value will be entered, checking, and it will come with the value 1 or 0. Now here we have to print. If a is equals to 1, you will print system dot out dot print prime else system dot out dot print not prime. Not prime, like this we will be doing, and then we will close main and then we will close class. Now here the same program we did before without return, here we are doing with return. So children, please read the question once, twice. Now if it is not mentioned anything, it is your wish. You can return a value, you can print there. So I hope the difference between parameterized, non-parameterized, with return and without return functions are clear to you. Once we'll complete all the topics of your syllabus, we'll be doing only practice classes and then it will be more clear. Please check the description box for today's PDF. I have written a couple of programs there for you to practice that. And in case of any doubt, you can always comment in the comment section. I'll be so happy to solve your doubts. I hope you are enjoying learning with me and understanding also the subject. In case you have not subscribed the channel, please do subscribe and press the bell icon so that you get notifications for all the videos and no important topic is missed by you. Keep practicing, keep doing programs, keep working hard. God bless you.